Good morning, it's Saturday morning and we haven't done an occasional vlog for a little while. And I'm not in the kitchen. So on our last occasional vlog I was doing some mountain biking for the first time in 8 years, I think it is. I've now been out a further, well, this will be my fourth time out, including that one. I've not really gone further. I've done like 10 miles each time, but I've done just different loops around Delamere Forest. So I'm here again today, got the bike behind me there. I've repaired the bike now, the brakes seem to be working better. I do have a new set of pads at home for it, but I've not put them on yet. They only arrived yesterday. Got myself some new cycling gloves, which are rubbish. The last time I did this video, I was a bit disappointed because, because I've brought the GoPro again, but the last time I did it, the GoPro was pointing at the ground more or less because of the way I ride my bike, so I stooped over. So this time I've mounted it upside down, which means I should be able to get some better footage. But am I using the old GoPro because I don't want to break the new one? So it might be a little bit bobbly. Might be a little bit wobbly. I apologise for that in advance. So yeah, we're going to have a little explore around Delamere Forest again today. Try and take a slightly different route from last time. Some of it will be the same, I'm sure. And maybe stop off at the cafe, and then we'll continue. Not one car went past while I was setting the count of the bike up, and now it's like a motorway. Yeah, we'll continue the occasional vlog over the rest of the weekend. We haven't got a huge amount planned this weekend because we've done bike rides. We've done zoo visits and stuff of late, and we're probably not going to go to the zoo on Sunday. But we'll cook some nice food and we'll watch some videos probably, which we won't film, so I don't even know why I'm mentioning that. We'll just do the weekend like we normally do, you know our stuff. It's very relaxed. Anyway, I'll see you on the bike. Well, I'll ride the bike and you can watch me because there's only one seat and I'm not giving you a takey or a taxi. I just realised I set this camera up so you could see ahead of you, and I'm doing exactly what I did last time. Hopefully that'll look better. So, the ultimate aim of this ride is to revisit places I used to cycle and try and link them back together, because I know of areas but I don't know how to get to them from certain ways. And last week I ended up getting a little bit lost a couple of times. You'll also notice, if you watched the last video and heard me complaining, that I seem to be getting some more strength back in my legs. So we went across that bridge last time, and we've been across that bridge every time, but I remember being that way in the past and not having something. So I'm going to go and check that way out in a bit. I'm just going to have a minute on the bridge though. Actually, I might just grab a shelter here under a tree. Off we go. I don't remember any of this. We'll ride until we get lost, then so I'm going to come back if need be. This one's a little steeper. Round the roots. Oh, the lumps. It's almost like someone built cycle trails here like 12 years ago when they got abandoned. Right, I have a choice, that way or that way. I'm going to learn from previous mistakes and check a map. I'll try that way, even though it's overgrown. We are going downhill. Let's hope there's not one up the other way. That's why out of practice I am. These roots are stopping me. Set my seat down to get a better on the bike. I guarantee that didn't look as steep on the camera than it did in reality. Right, I'm going to stop off for a piece of shortbread and a bottle of pop. No Fentimans Cola today, so I had to go for the normal stuff. They do really nice shortbread here with chocolate chips in, so that's my mid-ride treat. They used to do good sandwiches as well, but they've changed them up a bit now, so I'll give them a miss. Gruffalo Trail is a lot busy. Than a lot of the other trails. So we'll explore a bit more, shall we? Duck. Quack. I'm in the wrong gear for this. There we go. Hey, I impressed myself there. Didn't even dab. And by dab I mean put my foot down, not do that thing with your hands. If we do a fun bit that might scare Gemma when she watches this back. Let's go for it. Up if I'm in the right gear. One thing I can't do is stay stood up on the pedals for too long. I haven't got the strength there yet. Be careful coming down here because people climb up this one a lot. That was fun. Okay, so if you've stumbled across this video because you're a mountain biker and you want to know where the trails are, the Cycle Skills area is, it's down here. There's two ways to get to it. Both off the main road there, the one you can park on for free. Manley Hill Gate. There's all sorts of bits of single track up there. And if you're a mountain biker who stumbled along this because you're regular here and you know of other places, let me know, because I know it's full of single track around these woods. There's some bits of Cycle Skillsy stuff up there. I don't know if this is maintained anymore. I'm too far out the loop to know. The jump track, a bit with jumps on, whatever it's called, looks in reasonable condition compared to what you're used to. I don't ride that, I'm not too old for that. Right, since we're trying to get fitter, let's do some climbing. This one always catches me out, so I expect me to run out of steam about a quarter of the way up. But I used to be able to ride to the top in one go. Still some work to do. Last week at that point where I stopped, I must have rested for about 15 minutes to catch my breath. Slow progress. It's fun though, I must admit I'm having a good fun day today. Starting to get back into the groove of it. Breathing's calming now. Right, should we do something a bit more fun? One of those downhilly bits again. With some uphill bits. Make sure I'm saddled okay. Drop my seat down a little bit to do these. Ooh, it's muddy this week. I'm going to go super fast because I'm on my own. I am going to go through all the mud by accident though. Oh, I didn't ride that last week. We're getting all that mud off now. Ow! Trees are not comfortable. Oh, that was a J. Off the drop. Oh! Could have been messy. So we've done about 8 miles. Got about a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile back to the car. I don't seem to be able to string together anything more than 10 miles at the minute. But to be honest, each time I come here I'm doing more and more technical things, which are actually quite draining for me at the minute. Because I'm up out the saddle and throwing the bike around with my body weight. So I'm not too disappointed that I can't seem to get more than 10 miles. I will continue doing the 10 that I'm doing, and then eventually I'll just break through it and carry on. Thank you. So there ends ride number 4. I'm quite happy with that. Again, probably not. I got 8.8 miles in, so not as far as I wanted to go. I wanted to get up to 15, but I was going to ride 15 miles of that fire trail, the wider stuff, and I ended up riding quite a lot of single track, which I found a lot more strenuous. So a lot more technique involved with that as well. I keep going on about that, but that's the sort of stuff I forgot. Where to be on the bike when you're riding down steep drops and stuff, but then all of a sudden, snap your fingers, I can't snap these fingers. There we go. It comes back to you, usually halfway down the hill, which is handy. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I will continue to try and ride further and further, or at least enjoy the rides. I don't want to get to the point where I'm not enjoying it again, because I've done that in the past where I've just gone too far and it becomes a bit of a slog. So I can definitely feel the fitness coming back and the climbs and things like that. I can power up climbs where I was struggling the first time I went out, where there was just no strength in my legs. Now there is. Anyway, I'm going to go home now and I'm going to get a relaxed bath, I think. I'll see you though. Not in the bath, that'd be weird. And we are back home. That was a good fun ride. Really enjoyed myself today. Yeah. So, what else am I doing this weekend? That's about it. We've just done 2 recent zoo visits, I think I mentioned earlier. So we're now going to the zoo. Those visits were videoed, and we'll put some video up of those. The kitchen needs a tidy badly. But that's always the case, so we'll probably have to do some of that at some point. Tonight we're having chili cheese dogs, so I'm looking forward to that. I put a chili on last night in the slow cooker, and that has been on the side. It's just cooling down, and I'll warm it up when we eat it later. The other thing I did want to mention is upcoming plans. So the Scotland trip was really good and we really enjoyed it, and we enjoyed time away from home. So Gemma decided on a whim to book a Lake District trip. So we are going to go up to the Lake District for Gemma's birthday, so we'll take the cameras along for that one, because I think we're going to go and check out Lakeland Wildlife Oasis on the way up. Sorry, not on the way up. It could probably be on the way back down, the reason being that we're leaving after Gemma finishes work on a Saturday and coming home on a Monday. But that should be nice and fun. Other than that, we're kind of counting down out to our next trip now. We recently did dining reservations. We didn't get everything we wanted in the dining reservations. It was challenging, but we got some good alternatives which we quite liked, because it made us think a bit outside the box to try new places. So I'm really looking forward to that trip now, because lots of things going on, isn't there, with Galaxy's Edge opening, and we have been watching Galaxy's Edge spoilers because we're rubbish. One thing I did want to say is, this is actually a bit of a thank you to my family on both my side and Gemma's side, who kindly gave me some money for my 40th birthday. And I decided to invest in a new digital camera for me and Gemma to use. I got a very good deal on this camera, so I picked it up last week. I took it to the zoo this weekend. There'll be some footage on the next zoo video we put up, not the one that's just gone. But yeah, really happy with this camera so far. I do need to get a new long lens on it, I think. There's a newer version of this lens that I'm considering buying, but it's about £400, so I'm waiting to see if a decent second-hand deal comes up. I might even look at some of the L ones and see if any of those have come down into sort of my price range yet, because I've enjoyed doing a bit of photography this weekend. This is the EOS 77D. This will actually do video the equivalent to what the G7X does, so it'll do 60 frames 1080p. It also has focus on it, which the old camera that I used to use didn't. Yeah, it's like autofocus, so like tracking focus. But yeah, I'm really happy with it so far. You'll hopefully see some more photography from us in future. And one thing I have realised I didn't do, I did have that little cookie, that shortbread, but Gemma bought me a sausage roll, so I'm going to have a sausage roll for my lunch. Nothing like doing a relatively short bike ride and then eating a massively over the top sausage roll when you finish. I have another thank you as well. Thank you to our friends Anne and Pat. These are viewers who became friends. We met them at Walt Disney World in 2018. We sat down, we had a nice beer and a chat, and they actually came over to Liverpool a few weeks back, so we met up again, and they dropped off some things for us to cook. These are from Canada. So there's a chili here. Typically, I've just found there's a chili here, and I've used a British chili mix to make a chili today, but we will make one of these in future. I'm going to try and vlog all of these because I enjoy doing the cooking stuff. We have meatloaf, ooh, pot roast, yes. There's a beef stew on there, and there's a barbecue pulled pork one there, and we also got some other bits, some biscuits and some mug, sort of, you know, like mug cake type thing. So I'll have a go at making those at some point as well. So thank you very much for those. It's cooking time. We're going to have these Wagyu hot dog sausages on buns, so hot dogs effectively, but we're also going to have chili over the top and cheese to make them chili cheese dogs. The chili is in here and has cooked all night and has been, it smells amazing, that. It's already, oh, and of course Gemma's home.
Hello.
You're all blurred. Oh, there you've come into focus.
In my nightie.
How was work?
It was alright actually. It was quiet this afternoon, but big football match around here.
Yes.
We're waiting for the baby goldfinch to
Yep.
come back.
This we've had goldfinches as we often do, but we've had a baby this morning. It was sat on top of the house. It was very, very cute.
Fat and fluffy.
Also, this is the new plant that we haven't named yet.
It's a tiger plant. So what are you calling it? Fabby?
Dev. Anyway, yes, hot dogs. I'm going to grill the sausages first, and then I'm going to heat some of the chili up, and then I'm going to put these sausages on the buns with the chili on top and the cheese, and then they will go into the oven under the grill just to melt the cheese down. Very simple. I'm cheating today, I'm warming the chili up in the microwave. Them sizzling bangers is on, and I can't find any kitchen tongs to turn them over. Doesn't surprise me. Critical error in scale here. These buns are much bigger than those sausages, so we're just going to have to use extra chili. There you go, sausages in buns. And the chilli on top. Throw on a load of cheese on top. And now it's going to go into the grill until whenever it looks fine. Bam, done. Now serve, eat, and drink beer. It's cooking time and I'm in the kitchen and it's still a mess. It's Sunday and we're having a relaxed vlog watching day. Although I can't do much at the minute because, well, this one's comfortable. You're going to look at the camera? No, you're going to look exactly the opposite way. We'll cook our roast dinner later as well. Gemma's already done the beef. Am I covered in catnip today? You comfortable there, Jen? Jen? Jen doesn't like cameras. Right, had a couple of beers this afternoon and I'll be honest, they've gone straight to my head, so we are going to put on roast dinners now. Got some some potatoes to roast, got some carrots, some broccoli, obviously the joint of beef. I think I'm going to do some Yorkshire puddings today, although we don't have a lot of oil left, so that might be interesting. There'll be enough though. Yeah, so let's cook. Peeled, washed, dried, kept rid of the starch. A little bit of oil, not too much. Actually, that's probably a little bit too much, but it'll do. Into the slow cooker. Air fryer, not slow cooker. I always call it a slow cooker. And on it goes. Oven is warming up for the Yorkshires. I haven't made the batter yet. Hot water on the boil for veggies. This is going to be the gravy. I am using Bisto powders, which needs a little bit of cold water to mix it into like a paste, and then I'll slowly add that into that. It says in the instructions to do it the other way around, but I've already done that, so we're just going to see what happens. The Yorkshires is pretty easy. I think I've done it a few times on this channel. I just do 80 grams of plain flour, not self-raising, 2 eggs, milk, water, mix it all together, a bit of seasoning, and then pop it into my Yorkshire pudding tray with my oil being very, very, very hot. And I think they go on for about 20 minutes. Close enough. It's not an exact science, this, I find. I don't exactly get the same amount of result every time I do it either. So maybe it is an exact science and I'm getting it wrong most of the time. There's my Yorkshire pudding batter done. My gravy's on the go. The fat will melt into it. I'd remove most of it. That water's boiled ready for veggies. Oven is more or less hot enough now. Let's see how we get on. The carrots is in. We prefer our broccoli a bit more al dente. And I've got to keep this gravy moving. Bet you were worried about how bad that gravy looked, but look at that. Not looking too bad now. It's not as thick as I'd like, but it'll do. Veggies are nearly done. We got 6 minutes on the Yorkshire puds, and this time they aren't biscuits. You can't really see them through there, but I'll show you in a bit. As promised, that finished Yorkshire pudding that rised perfectly. Just needs a splash of gravy, and this is good to go.
Got a bowl of Yorkshire pudding.
Yep.
Nice.
Does that look alright?
It does, it looks fine.
Enjoy.
Oh well, I'm starving.